Winnipeg Stadium for tomorrow's halftime show. You will see many of Canada's Winter Olympians, both past and present, taking part. All right, as promised, we're going to talk with the most valuable and the most exciting player in the Canadian Football League this year. Doug Flutie is standing by. Doug, I'm not sure if you're in Boston. Just exactly where are you?
About 20 minutes west of Boston, in a town called Natick, Massachusetts.
All right, at your house or your in-laws' house?
At my home.
All right.
And wife's still hanging on, waiting. She's due tomorrow.
All right. The reason you couldn't be here live, of course, is your wife expecting your second child. Thursday night, you were here in Winnipeg for the award ceremony. You gave a very moving speech. Will you, at this time, for people that didn't see the CBC telecast, repeat some of the things you said about what the CFL in this country has meant to Doug Flutie?
Well, basically, that a couple of years ago, I was playing in the NFL, and I was very frustrated with some things that were going on in my career. And there were things that were just out of my control. And then I was fortunate enough to come to the CFL. I actually took what I considered a risk or a chance. And it's really, with the combination of Bob Obilovich and the people that he's surrounded me with, and the team and the league in general, has brought fun back to football for Doug Flutie. That I feel a lot of self-satisfaction over the things I've done the last year and a half to 2 years. And I owe a great deal of thanks to the people of Canada and the people across the league that support the CFL. And I'm very thankful for the fun they've put into football for me.
Doug, would you like to stay in Vancouver? There are reports here that you would perhaps end up in Toronto, or that you may go back to the National Football League if you can get a guarantee to start. Just what are your plans for next year right now?
Basically, my plans are this. I'm going to do whatever best for Doug Flutie. And right now, what I perceive as best is to stay in British Columbia. And it's just a perfect situation for me. However, if something else were to show its hand to be a better opportunity for me, I'd have to take a look at it and take some interest in it. I have no desire to just take off and leave British Columbia. However, I have to do what's best for me.
All right, I appreciate the honest answer. Let me ask you for another honest answer. What about expansion? We keep hearing John Candy wants it. We're going to talk tomorrow with some of the owners about expansion. You've been here. You can now look at it from a distance. Is expansion a dumb idea? Does it homogenize the Canadian game?
I think it's going to be necessary. Right now there's 8 teams in the league. The opportunity to go to the States or try to get a franchise in the States would be fantastic, because it'd be an opportunity to bring in more revenue as far as TV is concerned. It's very risky, and it's also something that probably couldn't happen this year, but hopefully in the future. There would be all types of problems as far as the American-Canadian ratio and other things that have to be worked out first before anything can happen, though.
All right, Doug, we're losing the satellite. One quick prediction for tomorrow's game.
I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for Calgary a little bit because from the West, they're the team that beat us and knocked us out. So I was pulling for them a little bit. Offensively, Toronto's explosive, but I think defensively, or especially in the defensive line, Calgary might have an edge.
Doug, thank you for joining us. Best to you and your wife. And on behalf of Canadian football fans, thank you for a great season.
Thank you.
That is Doug Flutie joining us live from Massachusetts this afternoon.